Peace and blessings, everyone. Peace and blessings. Thank you for joining me for my very first live. I know I got some people coming in, so I'm just waiting a couple of minutes. I see y'all showing up. Hey, y'all. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. Thank you for joining me, people. I'm so happy you're here. Let me introduce myself. My name is Sharonda Barksdale. I am the CEO of my own business called Authentically Your Expressions, or in other words, what I like to call a, because I'm so excited about people wanting to be their most authentic self. That's what I do over at Authentically Your Expressions. I am a life empowerment coach, and what I do is I'm here to help support you to be your most authentic self. That's the journey. Peace and blessings, y'all. Hey, Kim. Hey, Bernadette. Hey, Carolyn. I love all the support. I appreciate y'all being here. So, we're just going to go ahead and jump on in. So, the topic for today is ask yourself these three questions to help you be your most authentic self. What are those three questions, right? Okay, we're going to get to those questions, but first, I want to talk about what is authenticity. A lot of people don't know what exactly that means. What does it mean to be authentic? What does it mean to be true to yourself? And that means knowing who you are, knowing what you want. Hey, Rachel. It's just about knowing who you are, knowing your truth, and honoring that truth as much as humanly possible. That's what living an authentic life looks like. Now, this right here, this pandemic that we're in, it has proven over and over again how inauthentic we have been. I've watched several couples and I've been able to coach several couples on learning their thing, learning how to love, learning how to be together again, because we realize now we enter into relationships where we weren't being authentic. That's what happened. We were not being authentic to ourselves. Hey, y'all. Hey, thank you for being here. So people, just aren't being truly authentic. They don't know who they are, what they want, who they want to be. So that's what's happening right now. People are realizing I'm not in a situation where I'm happy. I'm not happy. And the reason we're not happy is because we didn't honor our own truth. We show up in relationships, when the boy meets girl and all the butterflies get started and the heart is palpitating and everybody's all excited about the newness of the relationship and we all cute. And then we fall in love, but we didn't pay attention to the signs. We didn't pay attention to the things that we didn't want to accept about a person. Those things that we kind of, well, he does do this, so I guess it's okay. Well, she does do that, so I guess I'll be okay. And we sacrifice everything that's true to who we are. We sacrifice ourselves. So then we are no longer authentic to what we truly want and what we need. And the importance of authenticity is the more authentic you are, the more you align with God, Spirit, Yah, Yeshua. However you worship, however you see yourself as part of this journey, the more authentic you are, the more you align with the trueness of who the creator is. And therefore, you can get what you want. If you're telling me that I want more love, I want more love, I want more love, but you're not being true. You're giving two different signs. You said you want love and you're rejecting it over here. No, I want to have a beautiful house, but every chance I get, I spend all my money on clothes. I'm talking to somebody. We're not aligning with our truth of what we want from this life, much less the little things that are materialistic. So that's what authenticity is. So we're going to go into our three questions of what you can ask yourself. And these three questions stomp everybody. I'm going to tell you right now, there are a few people that actually can answer these questions boom, boom, boom. Because most of us aren't living our authentic selves. This is the truth of the matter. So question number one is, ready? Who are you? Who are you? That's the very first question. Who are you? When somebody walks up to you and they say, "Hey, who are you?" Most of us come rattling off with, "Oh, I'm a teacher. I'm a parent. I'm a mother. I'm a father. I'm a husband. I'm a wife." But let's get a little deeper than that. Who are you as you connect to this lifetime? Who are you? Are you a healer? Are you a lover? Are you a singer? Who are you? If someone asks me, "Who am I?" my response is, "I am the essence of God." That's my response. Because if you connect with wherever your faith comes from, which all kind of align the same way, I am joy, I am peace, I am love, I'm authenticity. They all of the religions, all of the belief systems out here, all kind of boil down to the same thing, you know, love, peace, joy. If you can say, "I am joy," then don't you think you can align with joy a little bit more? Not I'm looking for joy, not I'm looking for happiness, not I'm looking for these things. Who are you? I am joy. I am peace. I am love. And the more you can identify yourself with that level of thinking about who you are, the more you can draw these things to you, right? Let's start drawing more of what we want. That's part of the important part of this journey. That's the whole point of you going to church or to a mosque or having your spiritual beliefs and practices, is so that you can become more of a good thing. Now, if you ain't trying to do all that, this ain't for you. I'm sorry. That's just what it is. I ain't talking to you. If your life is hinged upon some other things, I'm not talking to you. But I'm talking to those people who want to have more of a good thing. Let's align. Who are you? Kim says, "Yes, I'm the essence of God." hmm That's how I identify. Who are you? How do you identify? Number two, second question that seems to stomp people, mostly adults, of course. What do you like to do? What do you like to do? I've asked clients this on multiple occasions. What do you like to do? I don't know. I don't I don't even know. See, that's because we spend so much time doing for other people, doing everything for everybody else, running here, taking care of the kids, taking care of the husband, taking care of the wife. We're doing all this, the job, our titles, all this other stuff that we don't even have likes anymore, y'all. How do come on. What do you like to do? One of the things I like to do is to read. I've become much more of an avid reader than I used to be. We were younger, we had time. What do I like to do? Yes, Rachel, that's a hard question for a lot of people. A lot of people have a hard time knowing what is it that I like. I want y'all to start defining that space. What is it that I like to do? If you don't know, start exploring. Get on YouTube, okay? YouTube will teach you some things. Maybe you like making jewelry. That's one of my things too. My website is, when you go to my about, make sure y'all are hitting subscribe, subscribe, and the likes. But when you subscribe and you go to my about page, you can see my website. You could go see some of my jewelry that I make. Some of us like to play piano. We like music. We like listening to music. Some people like writing, writing poetry, writing books. I'm watching some of these women draw beautiful paintings, paint, all these different things. What do you like to do? That's a hard. Is that really that hard? Finding things that you like to do helps you identify with you, not he likes to go to do such and such, so then I like to do that too. No, you can like doing that. Just make sure you like doing that, not because somebody else does. We get into relationships with people and we start doing the things that they like, and we become lost in who we are. Who are you? We forget who we are when we enter into relationships, and especially becoming a parent. I mean, it's just one of the things that come with the territory. But you should be able to identify with yourself. When them kids go to bed, Sharonda starts doing some of the things that she likes. Hey, they get me all day long. They get me all day long. I love you, mommy. Take care, run, play, diapers changing, doing all that. And at the end of the day, I'm gonna sit down in a tub because I like to soak in a tub, do a nice little spiritual bath, light my candle, maybe have some beautiful affirmations, say some beautiful things about myself. But what is it that you like? We should be making sure we're identifying with ourselves, spending time with ourselves, loving on ourselves. We're walking around here with an expectation for somebody else to define who we are. And that's a no. That's a no. We can no longer be out here waiting for somebody else to make me happy. Absolutely not. It is no one's responsibility out here on this earth to make you happy but you. No one. You're supposed to be out here figuring out what makes you feel good in this life, and then exploring that space, enhancing that space, doing more of that thing. Why not? You ever been to the movies by yourself? I like doing that too. It's been a while since I've done it, but I like doing that. Mm-hmm. Tambria said, I love music and food. Okay, baby. And you live in Atlanta, so there's plenty of ways to enjoy that, honey. Yes. But doing things for you to know who you are helps bring something to the table, honestly. If I have a like and you have a like my husband, he likes going to the racetrack. I enjoy doing that with him. But when the nutcracker come around, I don't want to hear nothing. You going with me to the nutcracker? Yes, sir, you sure are. And that's how I do it. Making sure you know what it is that you want. What do I like? That was question number 2. And so we answered number 1. Who are you? Who am I? Hmm. Identifying with who you see yourself as. Okay. Number 2, identify what I like. We don't want to be so spiritually minded that we're no earthly good. We have to be we're here on the earth at this moment. So what do I like to do as I spend time on this earth? What do I like? Number 3, what do you want? What do you want? We're not defining that enough, people. We're not defining I know what I want. What do you want? Making sure you're taking the time to sit down and explore. One of the things that I do with my clientele is develop a vision board. We forget that we're allowed to have an imagination as adults. We forget. You get to want things. Sometimes the bills and all this stuff happens in life, and we feel like we can't plan for things or have an expectation of things. But there's this great force called God, spirit, energy, whatever you want to name it. But there's this great energetic force that is out here waiting for you to say, this is what I want. So when you establish what you want, I always have them do a vision board. Let's make a vision board so that you can have a visual depiction of what it is that I want. Okay, now I know what I want, and therefore let me go get it. What's step 1? Okay, so I want to go to Dubai. Step 1, how much does it cost? Let me start writing some of this stuff down. Finding how much the flight, because y'all know I did this already, right? Okay. So going sitting down and writing about how much does it cost for a flight? Who am I flying with? Who has flights that direction? How much is the hotel? What can I do while I'm there? Actually creating a plan, sitting down and deciding how do you have a passport? Making sure you have a passport. Making sure you have everything in line. Don't worry about how it's coming. We're caught up. I've experienced a lot of people who believe in God. They're supposed to have this insurmountable amount of faith out here in this world, but then we never expect to walk into that space. Fair number 3 was, what do you want? I said it kind of slowly, girl. I don't know what happened. You might have missed that one. What do you want? That's number 3. Going ahead and creating a plan and starting to create some momentum, and then starting to put money to the side. I'm gonna put this money over to the side. I'm gonna start putting over $50 a paycheck. Then all of a sudden, the momentum is now created. God hears you, and you're operating in such a way that you actually look like you believe what you want. You look like you're operating as, oh, she really trying to go. Then all of a sudden, here comes a raise. Or here comes somebody who organizes trips saying, oh, my next trip I'm organizing, putting together for a group is to go to Dubai. Now it's cheaper than you even thought it was. Now you can actually make it happen. Wait the hell a minute. You telling me I can actually have what I want? Yes, but you have to establish what that looks like. What does that look like to you? That's what I'm wondering out here. Kim said her number two, I love dancer size. Okay. You know what you like, Kim? Dancer size. I can't say I like dancer size. That's good to like, but I'm not going to say, you know, mine probably looks more like eating. I mean, I'm just being honest. I like some really good foods and trying new things. What I really like to do is travel with my husband. That's my favorite thing to do. When we go hang out together, we have such a great time. So I'm creating space for us to do more of that. But here's the thing. You're asking yourself these three questions, but how much do you understand how they connect to your authentic self? What is your absolute truth? If your truth is, I don't want to have kids, don't let people pressure you to have children. If your absolute truth is, I don't really want to get married, don't let people pressure you into getting married. I feel like the things that we desire the most in life are the things that represent our truth. What we want the most, that's what represents who we are, what we're going to do, how it's going to show up in our life. But so often we fall prey to people telling us what they believe God is telling us to do. Really? So you know what God's telling me to do? And people will fix you and line you up and put the right clothes on you and make you look a certain way because that's how they feel. Perception is everything. Me and you can be looking at the same scenery. Say we're standing in front of this beautiful lake. We're standing in front of a lake. As somebody asks you what you see mountains. But for me, I see the lake itself. I see the waterfall. I see the pattern of the waves, how it ripples through the rocks. Perception is everything. Two people can be looking at the same thing and have two different experiences. Do not allow people to define for you who you are. Unacceptable. Completely unacceptable. I am working with clients who are now at 30, 40, and 50 years old just discovering who they are because somebody told them they had to be a thing. People are living out here freely, just being who they are. And we look at those people like they're the gypsies and free spirits and all this extra stuff that they, try to call us and say and things like that. These are the people who get to enjoy life. They're not being bound by what people are saying they should be. And I'm not even talking about nothing too crazy. That's me. Don't mind doing a few crazy things. But I'm talking about just like Mary Hargrove says, I love gardening and traveling. See, she said at 48, her hand is raised. She understands. People are just now discovering who they are. One of my very first programs that I ever created for my life coaching business is called Living Your Vision. Very first program. And make sure you visit my website. Again, when you go to my About page, because you're going to hit subscribe, right? So you're going to be able to keep up with your girl. Go to my About page here on YouTube, and you can go to my website and find out more about Living Your Vision. That 8-week program is all about developing what do you want? What do you want? And not just that, what are your fears about getting those things? That's what getting a life coach is about. somebody that can hold your hand, cheer you on, empower you to feel strong enough to step out of that box that somebody has created for you for your life. Step outside and say, I have something else I want to do though. I have more things. What is it I want? Let's go do it. Step by step. Y'all are disappointment and failure, that too. Oh, yes, Miss Hargrove. Absolutely. People out here are afraid to disappoint someone. They're afraid of the failure, starting that business. I'm going to be scared. Do it afraid, damn it. When I heard Oprah say that, I was like, okay, then. Shoot, I can be scared and still do this. But then you start seeing the momentum. You start seeing the growth. You start seeing the aha moments, the yes, things, people coming in your path to give you more of what you need. Can we move? Let's make some moves. Living your vision. It is time to now be your most authentic self. This is just this lifetime. We get so caught up in society, the election, things like that that's going on outside of us. What's going on inside of you? I want to know what's going on here. What is your body aching for? There's things out here that people are aching. I talk to women who will tell me, I really want to be in a relationship. I really want to get married one day. And then as soon as they get with their little girlfriends and stuff, I don't need no man. I don't need no man. I don't even need nobody. Watch your mouth now. Don't get mad when stuff don't show up when y'all speaking in two different directions. Y'all out here confusing the energy that's bringing you stuff. I ain't talking about God. I'm talking about that universal energy that's out here vibrating. There's a vibration going on. The higher you vibrate, you're going to pick up things in high vibrational places. Happy things are up here. Things that are jamming. High vibrational energy, going on trips, having fun, things that make you smile are high vibrational energy. But then you go down here dogging out men, making them feel bad about themselves, making you feel better than other people, operating straight from ego. Low vibrational energy. So all you keep drawing is stuff that's vibrating real low. And then when you finally get the man, you such low vibration, so is he. So both of y'all down here. Now you're down here arguing because this is where argument is. This is where ego is. This is where I don't understand who you are, who I am is. It's low. Very low vibes. What do you want? What is authentic to who you are? What are we doing out here in these streets? It's time to move past the facade. It's time to get past the facade. Those things are old. We did that already. I was never good at it. I tried to do what everybody told me to do and it never worked. God was speeding me up like, okay, nope, 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 none of that's going to work for you. You do what I said. So I had to adjust. It's time to move past the facade. If you need a life coach, reach out to me. If you need somebody to help you on your journey, reach out to me. There's other life coaches out here, but you with me right now. So we're going to talk about Sharonda, okay? Reach out to me. Y'all can go get your hair done. You can go get them nails done. Y'all can eat out all week, sacrifice a space for you. It's time for y'all to start investing in yourselves. Let me tell you something. I'm good at my job. And that's just not, yes, that is being boastful, just a little bit. But that's because God is so good to me. I have figured out, finally, how to be so aligned with who God is that I can hear your story right through my ears as you're talking. As you're talking. I hear your story. I hear your pain, and I'm here to help you heal that space. I also do shadow work. It's time to break some generational curses up in here, people. It's time to stop doing what our parents did that did not work and what their parents did that did not work. It's time to break these things. We're done with that. We're not doing that no more. Nope. We're discarding the old stuff. We're going to now establish what we want for our lives. And that's going to require some of y'all to invest in yourselves. Period. And if you can invest right now, I have a group. That also, make sure you hit subscribe, is in the About section. It's called AYE Shadow Work and the After Work. We're out here doing shadow work, y'all. We're revisiting some parts of our lives, not to relive anything, but to comfort our inner child. So many of you are out here broken because of your inner child, the things that you experience. The foundation that should have been built like this when you were a child may have looked like this. We want this foundation, but the abuse, alcoholism, drug addiction, anything that went on in our childhood, it looks like this now. I want to help you get back to here. This is where I want to help you get to a solid space for you to build on top of for yourself. This is about you. Did you notice that all of these questions I asked you had you in it? Not what your mama like, not what your husband like, what your mama like to do, none of that. It's time to focus on you. You can be married and do this. You could do that. You could be in a relationship, you can have children, but you still get to work on you. There's some healing work that a lot of people need to do out here. Y'all are carrying around too much garbage, all that baggage, lug it around. And you're so busy looking at what my mama did, what my ex husband did, what this person did, what that person did. And you're not focusing on you. Now it's time to align with you, your most authentic self. Let me know when y'all ready. In our shadow work group, we meet every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, where we meet as a group. There's a powerful group of women. A lot of them are right here in the group. I just love them because they're so supportive. They're right here in the live today, right on over here. But we work. We're doing some of this work, and I'm making sure I expose all of us to what is hindering us from getting what we want, the things that are keeping us from answering the questions. Who are you? What do you like to do? What do you want? This is a time to discover who you are and be true to that space. Bump these people. These girls know I want to cuss, but I'm trying to be good, at least on the first, YouTube. But they know what I really want to say. I know they're laughing right now. Y'all know what I want to say. But bump them folks. People are going to be talking when you're down at the deepest part of your life, when you've hit rock bottom. They're going to be talking about you then. And when you hit the peak of your life, the peak, when you're at the highest point, you've made all the right decisions. Life is flowing beautifully. People going to be talking junk then. And y'all know I want to cuss again. People going to be talking junk then. That's why now is the time to live the life that you want. This is the time. This is the space. This is your opportunity. Let's go. Fair, look, it shows 19 people on my end. So, I'm feeling myself a little bit first live. But I want to make sure y'all are hitting share and subscribe. I will be here, right here, every Thursday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here. It's time to shift. This generation is looking for a shift. These people are looking for a shift. I have been able to experience so many beautiful men and women who are looking for life to be different now. I don't want to do life how I used to. I'm ready to make a move. I love y'all too. It's time to do something different. I appreciate y'all support. That's right, girl. Go get somebody. We had got up to 20, but somebody had to leave us for a minute, I guess. And I also, while I'm here, I want y'all to ask questions. Does anybody have any questions, any kind of motivation? Like I said, a lot of them are from my group, so y'all probably already know my answers. Most of them already know my answers, so they're not going to have a whole lot to say. But yeah, this is where I'm going to be every Thursday. I want y'all to join me because we're going to keep having these type of conversations. Everything that I'm going to talk about, everything that I'm going to teach you, all of this is going to come back to authenticity, being your most authentic self. So my vision for this platform, girl, Miss Hernandez, you would ask some question like that. My vision is absolutely to grow and expand. This is a space where I want to be able to be authentically Sharonda, the person that I am. The stuff that I teach is what I live. This is when you come over to my house, people fall asleep here because it's so chill, because we don't even do all that over here, you know. So I'm trying to expand who I am out into the world. That's what I'm doing. Who am I? And I'm sending that out to you, not just to the people in my beautiful little group, but I heard that more people need this, that this is a global thing. Is there an age range? I'll try to keep it clean. I actually put this on where children are not allowed to come onto this platform. I did, because I know. I figured, Mary Hargrove, that Tambria must be your daughter. I love me some Tambria. She's a sweet girl. Yeah. I'm working on a wig order, London. You too funny. So yeah, I'm this platform is definitely for me to be able to reach the masses. Y'all the ones that told me I had something to say. Look, I'm just being myself. I'm just running my mouth for the most part. You know, I do my research. I'm very learned, you know, things like that. And I have lots of things to expand on. We have so many conversations to have. We're going to be talking about vision. We're going to talk more about shadow work. What else are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about relationships, like really delve into relationships. We're going to talk about self love and self care. Okay. It's time to start talking about some self love and self care and really getting out here and doing it. Like for real, doing it. No need to keep talking about stuff. Yeah, I think we're doing 18 plus 2 London. You know, I was good today. I can't make promises for every week, you know, but that's what we're going to be talking about. All those things that relate to being your most authentic self, authentically your expressions, authentically. How are you going to express yourself? That's what we're going to be doing. I'm taking the quantum leap, Farah. Here we go. Y'all coming with me? I want all of y'all that came in today to go with me. Ride this journey out with me. I appreciate every one of your support. I'm thankful. Look, I'm being nice today. We have 32 minutes. This is a nice short one. This is a nice short one. But I just want all of you to be here. How am I feeling? I feel good. Y'all know I could talk. If nothing else, I could talk. I was nervous because I didn't know who was going to show up, who wasn't going to show up. You know, you don't want to be on a live alone. That's kind of jacked up. It's never fun. And then you don't want to be on a live with people who won't talk. There's a lot of people that won't talk. Sickening. But this space is for us to continue to grow. Empowerment. Empowerment. Let's go. No more sitting around with the foolery. No more being okay with what everybody else said that I should do. No more generational curses. Okay? We're not doing that no more. It's time to move on. All right, Farah. Speak life then, baby. Speak life. We are going on. It's time to move on past those old things, old mindsets. Let's go. You coming? I'm just making sure y'all coming because I'm going to keep going. Look me up, www.authenticallyyourexpressions.com. Let's get the work done. And let me tell you right now, don't come over here playing with me. I'm a discerner. I know when people lying to me. Don't play with me because I'm going to call you out on it anyway. I'm just going ahead and put that out there. Don't play with me. Do not come inside my inbox. I would love to talk to people. I love, even if you can't get a life coach, do a consultation. You go to my website, I have free consultations. I love setting people on the right path, pointing you in the right direction. We could do that. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Hey, Tab, you better come on, girl. Let's go. So yes, we're going to keep going. We're going to keep pushing. We will keep expanding. It's time to let some of that old shit go. See, cuss that fast. It's time to let it go. It's time to move on. I love you. Also, you can follow me on my IG, Facebook. I didn't put Twitter up there because don't let me going on Twitter. But they're all on my page here on my channel. So I love y'all. Thank you for being here tonight, and we'll do this again next week. Hey, 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 hey. Bye, y'all.